not to be paraded in empty guitars and bands.
Step out, Mr. Bundy. Theodore Robert Bundy, you are charged. Indictment: 2 counts burglary and 2 counts murder in the first degree, 3 counts attempted murder in the first degree.
Theodore Robert Bundy was born on November 24, 1946, in Burlington, Vermont. His early life was marked by instability and deception. He was raised by his grandparents, believing them to be his parents, and was told that his mother was his sister. This family secret deeply affected Bundy, and he later claimed that it had a significant impact on his psyche. Bundy moved to Washington State with his mother, Louise, and her new husband, Johnny Bundy. Despite being an intelligent and charismatic child, Ted struggled with feelings of inadequacy and anger. He developed an interest in criminal behavior at a young age, often peeping into windows and stealing. As Bundy grew older, he became more adept at hiding his darker impulses behind the mask of normalcy. He excelled in school, attended the University of Washington, and appeared to be a promising young man with a bright future. Bundy attended the University of Washington, where he studied psychology. He was also involved in politics, working for the Republican Party. During this time, Bundy began a relationship with a young woman named Diane Edwards. This relationship would later become a significant factor in his criminal behavior. Shortly after Diane ended their relationship, Bundy began deeply depressed and angry. This breakup is often cited as a trigger for his subsequent violent behavior. He began to escalate his criminal activities, committing a series of burglaries and eventually moving on to more violent crimes. Bundy's first confirmed murder took place in 1974. He targeted young women and often lured them into his car with his charm and good looks. His victims were typically college students, and he would bludgeon them before abducting and murdering them. The disappearances of several young women in Washington and Oregon sparked widespread fear and panic. Bundy's killing spree continued throughout the mid-1970s. He moved from Washington to Utah, then to Colorado, and finally to Florida, leaving a trail of victims in his wake. Bundy's method involved approaching women in public places, often pretending to be injured or in need of help, to gain their trust before attacking them. In 1975, Bundy was arrested for the first time in Utah. A police officer found break-in tools in his car, and Bundy was linked to several crimes. Despite his arrest, Bundy managed to escape from guardianship twice. In 1977, he escaped from a Colorado courthouse and went on the run, eventually making his way to Florida. In Florida, Bundy committed some of his most heinous crimes. In January 1978, he broke into the Chi Omega sorority house at Florida State University. where he brutally attacked 4 women, killing 2 of them. He also abducted and murdered 12-year-old Kimberly Leash in Lake City, Florida. Bundy's ability to evade capture for so long was due in part to his precise planning and ability to blend in. He changed his appearance frequently and used multiple names to avoid detection. His charm and intelligence allowed him to manipulate doors around him, making it difficult for law enforcement to track him down.
Bundy's final arrest came on February 15, 1978, when he was pulled over by police in Pensacola, Florida. The officer recognized Bundy from a wanted poster and took him into custody. This time, Bundy's luck had run out, and he was unable to escape justice. The evidence against Bundy was overwhelming. Witnesses placed him at the scene of several crimes, and physical evidence linked him to the murders. Bundy's own arrogance and desire to control led him to act as his own attorney during his trial, a decision that ultimately worked against him. The trial was a media sensation, with Bundy using the opportunity to charm the public and maintain his innocence. Despite his efforts, Bundy was found guilty of the Chi Omega murders and sentenced to death. He was later convicted of Kimberly Leach's murder and received a second death sentence. Ted Bundy's trials were notably not only for the heinous natures of his crimes, but also for the behavior in the courtroom. Bundy acted as his own attorney, cross-examining witnesses and even proposing to his girlfriend, Carol Ann Boone, during the proceedings. His narcissism and desire for control were on full display. The evidence presented against Bundy was damning. Bite marks analysis, eyewitness testimonies, and physical evidence all pointed to his guilt. The jury took less than 7 hours to convict him of the Chi Omega murders, and he was sentenced to death by electrocution. Despite numerous appeals and attempts to delay his execution, Bundy's fate was sealed. On January 24th, 1989, Ted Bundy was executed in the electric chair at Florida State Prison. His death marked the end of one of the most notorious criminal careers in American history. Ted Bundy's case has been extensively studied by psychologists and criminologists. He exhibited many traits of a psychopath: superficial charm, a lack of empathy, and a need to control and manipulation. Bundy's ability to appear normal and even charismatic made him all the more dangerous. Bundy's legacy is a dark one, but it has also led to increased awareness and understanding of serial killers and their behavior. His case has been the subject to numerous books, documentaries, and movies, contributing to ongoing studies of criminal psychology. The impact of Bundy's crimes on his victims' families and the broader community cannot be overstated. The fear and pain he inflicted continues to resonate, serving as a reminder of the potential for evil that can lurk behind seemingly ordinary facade.